Today marks my first appearance at Foreign Affairs Day as Director General, and I would like to start by commending you all for your immeasurable contributions to the development of this exceptional institution that we all love. Some of you may have been here in 1965 and can confirm my assertion that today's State Department is a much different place than it was in 1965, when we had a Foreign Service Reserve and other categories of employees. Suffice it to say, we have gone through feast and famine cycles since 1965, with some dark days in the 1980s and the 1990s, when we had significant staffing gaps. Thanks to the Diplomatic Readiness Initiative and Diplomacy 3.0, we narrowed, however, we did not completely close those gaps. And with continuing budget pressure, we are hiring today only to attrition, so we still face many challenges. As of December 31, 2014, we had approximately 13,800 Foreign Service employees and 10,900 Civil Service employees. The Foreign Service has grown 42% since 2002, with 22% growth since 2008. On a parallel track, the Civil Service has grown 45%. I don't have comparative statistics for 1965, but today, 31% of Foreign Service personnel have less than 5 years of service. 56% have less than 10 years of service. Equally challenging is that 17% of the Department's American employee workforce is now eligible to retire.
Good.
In 5 years, that will increase to 31% of today's current employees.
Better.
And in 10 years, nearly half of today's workforce will be eligible to retire. The challenges that now face us going forward, the diplomatic knowledge, skills, and competencies that have always marked Foreign Service excellence will be in greater, not lesser, demand. At the same time, President Obama and Secretary Kerry have challenged us to be more flexible, to adapt and learn at a much more accelerated pace, and achieve results that matter. In HR, we will continue to work tirelessly to recruit, retain, and sustain a diverse, talented workforce, one with exemplary employees who advance American values, interests, and goals. We want and need a workforce equipped and supported for 2025 and beyond. We will fight for resources and fight to reduce complexity and return value and time to employees so that together we focus on outcomes and on impact. For me, this entails showcasing the Department's preeminence in foreign policy, empowering and supporting a diverse workforce, achieving work-life wellness that also boosts morale and productivity, and enhancing communication at every level. You, Foreign Affairs veterans, will play an important role in achieving success in all of these priority areas, as you have the skills and experience to advocate on behalf of more resources, recruit talented people, and inform Congress and the American people of the vital work that we do in the Foreign Service. Now let us turn to our schedule of events. Our program will start today with a presentation of the Day Corps Foreign Service Hub by Day Corps President Marty Hurwitz. The award will be followed by remarks by Undersecretary for Management, Pat Kennedy, who will also entertain questions. Following Undersecretary Kennedy, Assistant Secretary for Western Hemisphere Affairs, Roberta Jacobson, will deliver remarks and take questions. Secretary Kerry wanted to be with us today, but he is traveling. He has sent us a video message. Immediately following the Secretary's message, the AFSA memorial ceremony will take place in the C Street lobby. Sadly, this year, we will honor during the AFSA ceremony 2 members of our Foreign Service family, David E. Collins and Rida Nadal. Due to space limitations, please remain in this room during the AFSA ceremony. It will be broadcast on the big screen here. Following the ceremony, you'll have a 15-minute break before the first seminar sessions begin at 11 a.m. We have a full morning ahead of us. Let's get started. I'd like to invite Marty Hurwitz, President of Day Corps and the Day Corps Bacon House Foundation, to the podium to award Day Corps Foreign Service Cup of 2015.
significant post-retirement contributions in the field of foreign affairs. It's DACOR's highest honor. This year's spot goes to Ronald McNeil in recognition of a career devoted to the toughest posts, including Tabriz, Sana'a, Abu Dhabi, Algiers, Manama, and Baghdad, for ambassadorships in Algeria, Bahrain, and Afghanistan, for service as Deputy Assistant Secretary for Immigration Affairs, and as Consular in the Iraqi Coalition for Provisional Authority, posts that often put him in physical danger and presented great diplomatic challenges. In recognition of a lifetime commitment to the highest ideals of professional diplomatic service, exemplified by his post-retirement activities as President of the American Academy of Diplomacy, during which he led a 2008 Foreign Affairs budget study resulting in major increases in funds to rebuild the foreign service. A 2015 study aimed at enhancing the professionalism and quality of the foreign service. Numerous presentations on diplomacy at renowned institutions of learning all over the United States, and ceaseless engagement with the public and the Congress in support of United States diplomacy and the United States Foreign Service, and further for epitomizing the American professional diplomacy at its best, and serving as a role model for the next generation of Foreign Service officers. DACOR has concluded the Ronald McNeil Foreign Merits Award with the Foreign Service.
Thank you very much. I really am honored. Thank you for that kind introduction. I truly am honored by this decision. I have to thank my friend and colleague Dick Nolan, who quite surprised me when he told me he wanted to nominate me. He had to tell me to ensure that I would be in town. I can think of a number of others equally or more deserving, and that makes the honor more heartfelt, and the humility, for which I may not be known, all the more real. It's common at this moment to speak of what one owes others, and because it is a tradition, that makes it all the more difficult to find words that can raise that acknowledgement to the importance it deserves. But it really does need to be stressed that nobody gets here on their own. From my first post, when the late Ambassador Ed Clark and his DCM John Lockwood trusted me to go off on my own to take over a small one-person embassy for several months, to David's wife, who chose me as the new FS2 to be his DCM in Yemen, I have had kindness and trust at important moments in my career. There have been too many to mention, all who've helped me along the way, and I hope that they will forgive me for not mentioning everybody. But it's not only from superiors that I've had help. I've been blessed with incredible subordinates who have supported me along the way. Some gave up much nicer assignments to work with me, like Bill Patton, who turned down Dublin to come with me from Baghdad to Kabul, and his successor, Suzanne Anzarilla, who curtailed from Australia. I've tried to encourage them to argue and dispute, and our work was stronger for their doing so. Office management specialists like Joan Sabados and communicator husband Rudy in Algiers, Amin Richards in Kabul, made incredible efforts not only to support me, but to uphold the morale of the whole team. Again, I cannot mention everyone. I do want to single out Robert Ford, who was with me in so many difficult places and has himself given so much to the service. The Army taught me that discipline comes out of esprit, and that requires loyalty, which in turn can only exist if it is a two-way street. I've tried to practice that, and I hope I've succeeded. Above all, I owe thanks to my wife, Elaine, who has had to stay behind and support me from a distance as I went off to 4 wars, 1 in the Army and 3 as a diplomat. I will never forget that when I was debating whether to extend in Baghdad, she wrote that she would support me whatever I decided, but that I needed to think that I had certain skills that were of value. That was an enormous statement of both loyalty and duty. We have always been a team, even when we were apart. I'm sure I would be a different person had I not had her by my side. My father, who preceded me to Kabul as ambassador, taught me much, but in particular that as an ambassador, one finishes what others started and begins work whose completion must be left to others. It is a profound, if somewhat humbling reminder in our profession of large egos. So let me close with a few words about the profession of diplomacy. The Foreign Service is far more than a job. It is a profession and a calling that is part of service and duty. It is important to the security of our nation. At the American Academy of Diplomacy, I've had the incredible good fortune to work with many of the greatest diplomats of recent history to give something back to the profession that has meant so much to me. Our latest report, An American Diplomacy at Risk, argues that a renewed effort is needed to deal with many problems that confront America's diplomacy today. Some of the problems come from outside, particularly from the excessive politicization that is affecting not only the State Department, but the civil service as well. Some come from the simple growth in the service that Director General Chacon just talked about, that demands new ways of thinking about how we educate and mentor the rising generation of Foreign Service officers. Other problems arise within the service itself. It needs to up its game to be worthy of the mission it should have. Not everyone will agree with our recommendations, but I hope they will get serious discussion. The challenges of 21st century diplomacy are too serious to leave things as they are. Secretary Kerry has spoken of his desire to leave the Foreign Service and the State Department better than he found them. I believe he means it. The Academy wants to help. Notwithstanding the separations, wars, and dislocations, this career is going to find them. I would do it all over again. I look forward to the next chapter. I thank Dakor, Hamza, all who have organized this